Hello guys, in this video I'm going to explain the project structure for the backend, and the second we are going to create the simple Express server. Then we'll set up our database connectivity, and the last one will be configuring our routes. Okay, so first we have I'll explain this project structure. So we have this server.js file. So in this file we'll be having all those server related code, the initially the code that we are going to execute. So those code will be there in the server, like calling the database method and express server and all the middlewares. So those thing will be there in the server.js, and in the router.js, so all the API routes will be there in this folder, and this data connection.js file will be having the code for database connectivity. And in this model folder we have one item.js. So in this file we'll be writing the code for this item schema, and all the controllers will be there in this controller folder. So these are the controllers: add item, delete item, get all items, and update item. So now let's initialize the npm module. So npm init. So I'll be using yes flag. So if you are using yes flag, so you don't need to put all the values explicitly, it will take the default one. So if you see, so it will create the package.json. So all the dependencies will be using for applications, so will be stored here. So let's install Express, and then course body process. So these three. Okay, so one more we will be using, what is mongoose. So these four dependencies will be using an application. So Express, body parser, course, and mongoose. Let's save. Oops. Okay, I forgot to put install here. So once it's done, let's start with, see, so here all the dependency information. So these are the dependencies there in this application. So let's create our server first. First we'll import the Express module. And now just create the app. And our app will listen to some port. So let's use 2000. So this listen function takes two parameter, two arguments. First one is the port number. Once it's successfully connected to this port, so it will fire this callback function. Let's print something. Servers. So now our basic server is done. Let's run this server file. So here you can see the server is listening port number 2000. That means our server is running successfully. So the second thing, we'll connect our database. So let's import mongoose for that. So what I have done, so this is the function which will be responsible to connect the database. Okay, so since this mongoose connect method returns promise, so we need to handle the promise. So I have used the async await for this. So if the connection establishment is successfully done, so let's result. So if we have this result, so simply we'll print console.log database connected. Otherwise, if something is wrong, it will print the error message. So now, so in the first parameter we have db string, right? So whenever we'll be calling this method, we have to pass this database string as argument. So let's export this function. And in the server file we'll be importing this function, and we'll call once the server is running successfully, then we'll call that db function. So let's import it db. So now we have to pass the database string. In our case we are using localhost, so it will be mongodb : localhost and the database name. So let's give a name to do application. So now if you are running this, you can see, okay, something is wrong, invalid connection string. Okay, spelling mistake. So now if you see want application warning, we have to pass this. The value would be true. So now if you see, the server is listening this port number 2000 and the database is connected successfully. Okay, so in the next video we are going to see the router.js. We are going to set up this router.js.